We back with another one and another one, man. This is where we're all thinking podcast, stories behind the graph. I got a special guest for y'all today. She's an author. She wrote a couple books for y'all. She got a movie dropping soon, real soon. She's doing it for her city, for everybody, for her little one. You introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Chantelle Rumph.
How you feeling today?
I feel perfect, wonderful, blessed, and highly favored.
So that piggybacks to my first question. What is the word of the day?
Blessed.
Why blessed?
Because right now, you got 24 hours to live, right? You living, you breathing, you got your health, you got your life, you got your strength. It's somebody right now that's fine for their life on life support. So why would I complain about anything? It's somebody in a coma right now that wish they can do what we doing right now, and they can't. They trapped inside of their brain and their mind.
I feel that. Man, you starting out the podcast with a bang. I like that.
Of
So
course.
tell us where you come from, your upbringing, things of that nature.
I am from Sanford, Florida. Boki, I gotta represent. My upbringing, I am in the middle of filming my own movie,
Hmm.
writing my own script, editing my own movie, directing my own movie, finding my own characters. And I just finished my third book, which is called Eternal Living.
Damn. What made you want to get into all that?
Honestly, I write the vision. Well, I see the plan, then I write the vision of what I have seen or what I want to do. And I make a layout of it, and then I just take off from there.
So what makes you so strong and driven to where you want to be able to touch those things or do those things all on your own?
I got a 1 year old to feed. I got a kid. Like I'm in survival mode. You throw me in the jungle, I'm gonna survive. I got somebody that I have to feed. Like, why wouldn't I want to feed my kid? I want to leave a legacy behind. I don't want to leave something for now. I want it to be for longevity.
So what does that legacy look like 5 years down the line?
We taking off like a rocket, literally. Like, it's so much motion behind it to like someone. I'm gonna grab the right person attention, and I'm already grabbing people attention now. If I go through my DM right now, it's so many different production companies trying to get my book signed, trying to write me, but I haven't met the right connect yet. If you understand what I'm saying, green stripped away my last year in college, my whole basketball career. I got it stripped away from me from a brand new head coach. So just having something taken away from me and learning how to adapt into the new school system of just being a regular student, waking up, going to class, not really just doing enough to get by. I really had to sit down and really like figure things out.
Definitely. So what does that look like on your mental, or like how you quick turnaround? Because somebody who gets kicked away from their dream, it's hard for them to kind of bounce back, and you bounce back in a couple weeks or months. So what did it take for you to kind of transition into that?
Sometimes you just gotta let a person know, like, okay, you stripped away my dreams, but you're not gonna stop the hustle in me, because no matter where you put me at, I'm gonna figure it out. I got a mean grind. Like, I got a mean grind. Can't nobody take my grind away. You might have more money than me, but I bet I out hustle you. I bet I out hustle you because it's driven into me. It's like a gift. When you got talent, it can't be taken away. You gotta have an open mind. You gotta be able to do multiple things, not just one.
I feel that.
It's just a sheet of paper, but it'll take you to the next level if you know what you're doing with it. You can maneuver with that degree at whatever angle you want to do it at.
So what degree did you end up getting?
I got two criminal justice. I have a different look at stuff. Like these judges and these police officers. For instance, they are writing fake reports, and they can get a man like mandatory 15, 20 years off of a fake report, and then we just look over it like it ain't happened.
So why you think the judicial system's so corrupted, in your opinion?
Judicial system is corrupt right now
Hmm.
against blacks is because a lot of times we lack knowledge. So when you don't have like the proper knowledge or the proper things that have been taught to you, if you don't know that and you lacking something, it's gonna go over your head. And so with our government and our system right now, they still want to have us captivated. You feel me? They still want to captivate us in the mind. That's why you got to have a governed mind. You got to break the chains from off of your mindset. If your mindset is still the same from 5 to 6 years ago, you're never gonna level up because you haven't governed your mind. You have to govern your mind. Like right now, for instance, somebody get out of prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a person, if they just know fast money, fast money, fast money, and they want to get out for a change, it's going to be kind of hard for them to adapt to it because they're not used to the slow money. Especially if like you really like was getting money out here and then you have to slow down and do it at a different pace. Sometimes it's hard. So like us as a whole, as blacks, we'll be like, man, F that. We finna go back to doing it the regular way. And they already done bammed you and put you on papers. So now it's like, boom, I'm on papers. I done violated. Okay, this is all I know. Go ahead and send me back up the road. Send me back to the jungle because that's what I'm aware of. That's what I'm known of being captivated. But who wants to have somebody telling you when you got to eat, when you got to use the bathroom, when you can get on the phone, your churn done been stripped away, family ain't calling, ain't nobody there for you. But that's what you adapt to because you don't know no better. You're lacking mindset. You're lacking something in your mind. You have
Mm-hmm.
to rip the chains off again.
So, what you think would change in our communities to make it better? Because you could say that it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what can you do to kind of like help you be better, or help the community be better to learn how to go get a job, or be an entrepreneur, or be self-made in a way where you can make money the legal way?
First, you got to start with self. What does self want to do? You feel me? Once you start with self and you put God into self and put God first and then put yourself second, everything will align to how you want it to go. Like literally, everything is gonna be like a magnet. Swoop, it's gonna come right together. But you really gotta know self and study self in order for that to come.
Mm,
All the chains of command, it'll come down the line like that.
for sure. So tell us about the second book. How the second book work? I seen a little clip, and the second book is a lot more toxic than the first book, from what I was understanding. So tell us a little bit about the second book, and why is it more vulgar than the first book?
So my second book is called Rebirthing Self Love, Mental Health, and Forgiveness. So the first portion of the book it talks about self love. So you know how some people be like, "Oh, I'm solo dolo, this and that," but then they got a crowd of people around them, or they got homeboys still around them, or homegirls still around them. That's not being to yourself. See, when you're to yourself, you literally have xed out everybody except for whatever is in your household. So when you learning how to adapt by self, anything that used to trigger your mind or try to bother you, it's not gonna bother you no more because you done studied yourself so much that you know before that person caught that gun back and that bullet come out, you done already blocked the trigger. You done already knocked the gun out their hand, so they can't cock it back no more. They can't fire no shots at you because it's not gonna bother you. So you really want to study who yourself is. And I feel like as a whole, as everybody in the world, a lot of people lack self. A lot of people have insecurities. Like men, y'all gotta have like 5 to 6 women to make y'all feel good. That's lacking insecurities. You
Yeah.
don't want to be dealing with
Well,
a lot of
hold on,
people
wait,
either.
wait, 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 wait.
What?
We ain't gonna just slide past that. You know I'm for the fellas. This is what we're all thinking podcast. Shout out to all my fellas. I love. Don't get it twisted though. I love when the women come on here and they give us, they read us our rights. But it's not that bad. I don't think it's a bad thing for a male to have 6 female. They just like probably like having. So how you feel about poly relationships?
I don't like it
Why?
because I feel like a man shouldn't need 2 women. They're not in Africa and they don't have that type of religion. You get what I'm saying? So now,
Mm-hmm.
if you have that type of religion where you can have 7, 8 women in your home, then that's your religion. I respect that. But if you just over here and you just doing it just to do it, you're doing it because you want to feel good. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
You want to feel good. You need multiple people to make you feel good. You should only need one person to make you feel good. If you gotta have 8 to 3 to different women to make you feel good, you're lacking insecurities. Because if you're a king, you should already know you standing strong with or without a woman.
I feel that though. That's fast though. Some dudes just do it for their homeboys though.
That's again lacking
What
insecurities.
what type of insecurity you think that is though?
They need to feel good. They just want to feel like some men just want to feel like somebody. That's just like women. Some women they just want to feel like someone. I'm not
Okay.
knocking the fellas. I'm just, stating a fact.
But how you feel? How you feel about the fellas? Then, what's your opinion, like about the male race and what we got going on?
The male race and what y'all got going on. One thing that I will say is I feel like with males, sometimes y'all be wanting to vent and confine into a woman or a partner or a friend, but sometimes y'all feel like they may use that against you guys. You get what I'm saying? If a man open up to you, uh, you really got to take heed, and that man really got to trust you when they open up and they vent into you about certain things. But then again, us as women, we really got to start asking a man like, "Babe, how your day was? Where your mental at?" And we do not do that because if you don't text back, some women will say, "Oh, you was cheating, or you was no," and he really might have a mental breakdown. He just don't know how to talk or say what's really going on with him because he probably wasn't taught that as a kid.
Mm.
Men really go through spiritual warfares and battles just like women do. They just are good at hiding it. Like even when they going through a heartbreak, you guys are good at hiding stuff. But that one woman that can get under your skin, she gonna know everything about you. No matter how much you try to put on, she knows everything about you.
Mm.
You vulnerable at nighttime. They're gonna know everything about you.
Mm.
She gonna push you in ways that the next person can't. See, a lot of men like to get a weak minded chick. They can't handle a strong minded chick that's gonna push them.
What's your definition of a strong minded chick? Cause I heard that before.
A real deal go
Hold
getter.
on, but being a self sufficient woman of yourself and doing the things you do, would you allow a man to kind of lead the tribe?
Of course. My
Mm.
another door swung open. I ain't have to kick the door down. It just opened up for me.
And what you think had to happen for you to? Was it like you had to separate yourself? You had to isolate yourself? What happened for you for that door to just swing open for you?
Um, I just isolated. Like I just found a new me. That's it.
So did that put you in a dark place? Did that put you in a place where you was like feeling alone, depressed, or
No,
was just it just made you?
that just made me grind harder.
It's just like I'm the type of person too. It's like I let the work speak for itself.
Right. If a person gotta always run to the internet about certain stuff, they really not happy within themselves. They really depressed. Because if you really was happy, you ain't gotta put shit on the internet. But that's what people live off. They live off a facade on the internet.
So you think social media is messing up the world?
Hell yeah, social media have you fooled. Social media make you think a bitch rich. Social media will have you fooled. Like, or you could just meet a man that you think is all of that on the internet, and you get them in person, and they can't even really have a whole full blown conversation. Or you get a chick and damn, she bad on the internet. That's how y'all be. Y'all get to living with the bitch. Man, that bitch nasty. She don't clean her house up. Nasty ass bitch. Am I lying, or you're kind of quiet over there?
No comment, because when I start talking, people don't like when I start talking. They don't like when I say what I gotta say. But that's true though. I agree, 100%.
Okay.
I think that's true because a lot of people be like saying I'm rich. They'll come here and be like, "Oh, you rich because of what I got," but it's like it took me time. You know what I'm saying? It take time to get where you want to be. It take time for you to do the things you need to do. It take time for you to get all the things you need to be successful. Just like people probably think you this successful businesswoman overnight. In all actuality, you've been doing this for however long you've been doing it for. Exactly.
A year. It
Exactly.
haven't even been a year. My first book, The Living Proof, it was released in August of last year, 2023.
But people not gonna see that. People gonna be like, oh, she wrote 3 books. She got money. Let me get $5, twin.
I ain't got it.
You ain't got $5 with me. So the real question is, why you think our community, the black community, always feel like a person owes them something when you make it to a certain level?
We selfish. We selfish. Like, yo, day one can really be up under you, and they don't even like salute what you got going on, but they may salute the next person. We selfish. We can look at another person, and I'm speaking as a whole right now. We as a whole, as blacks, we can look at a person like trying to do their thing, but we always gonna have something negative to say about them. We can't never really give a straight up positive feedback. It's always gonna be oh, they should have said it like this, or they could have did it like this. It's always gonna be something. literally.
So, what's next for you? What's like the next goal or the next milestone you want to touch?
My movie
When you think that's gonna be released?
before the ending of July. I film every day. And I'm getting all the black business owners in Sanford. Like literally, I film every day.
So, how long you think this movie gonna be?
Like the time frame on it,
Yeah.
like maybe like an hour 15, hour 20.
So, what does the movie really entail? What is it gonna be about for the
So
people out there?
the movie, the name of the movie is called Through the Eyes of Our Children, and it talks about these 3 16-year-old boys who are going on summer vacation. School has got out. And they start off by rolling dice because that's their quick way to get them some money. Nobody will hire them for a summer job. They don't have a woman in the house with them. They all are raised by like their grandfather or dad or their grand or another aunt or uncle or something. It's just like no mom in the house with them, so they don't have a nurturing side. Then it flips back to you got one that's an athlete, and then you got two other ones where they're not spoiled, but that athlete is spoiled. So the athlete, he trying to do what his other friends are doing. So one of the friends like, we finna just go hit licks. So they go to robbing people, right?
Hmm.
But the athlete, he become like, he the one that's really taking people up and through there. Cause this the lifestyle he want. He don't want to play basketball. He's just doing it to satisfy the parents. The parent that he's in the house with.
Mm.
And it's showing like really what's going on in Sanford. Like, and then it got me coming back and showing about my motivational speaking and my youth program of how I do sports training. I do have a program called Truth in the Youth where I do sports training and also motivational speakings at youth engagements.
That's lit. That's lit for sure.